So it's Thursday. We get the EIA inventory numbers every Thursday at 10:30 Eastern Time. What's interesting about this week is we have the Monday holiday. Usually we get oil numbers at 10:30 on Wednesdays. When we have a Monday holiday, usually we get oil pushed back until 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. Natural gas stays the same. So we're actually going to get two numbers today. We'll be live on the air for the natural gas numbers. We'll get those at 10:30. And man, quite an acceleration. We've had some volatility. We were looking at this chart during the break. So even since this morning, since in the last 2 hours, we went from 290 up to almost 297. We're at about 295 right now. And just to see the type of volatility before we dig into the trades, Tuesday early morning, check out that run, right? Up from 298 all the way down to 286 from Tuesday at about 7 in the morning till about noon. That is quite an acceleration to the downside. So we've had some moves, and let's jump in to see what we have. So we're going to look at setting up a volatility trade with the EIA numbers coming out at 10:30 in about 8 minutes from right now.
Yes.
And so jumping over, here's the ones that expire at 11 a.m. So here's our 295 to 315.
It's good, right? 295
and we're trading right at 295 right now. So 295 here is going to be our bullish spread. 295 to the downside being our bearish spread. And what's nice is, like you said, we're trading basically right at 295 right now. So there's not going to be much intrinsic value in here, which is nice. You're not going to have to pay for that. Now, what's intriguing right away is that this is a large bid-offer spread as opposed to usual.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? You see what we're doing here? I mean, this is almost a 25-tick spread.
Right.
That's the stuff that you want to get used to. You know, download the demo account, get over here, because that's a relatively large spread in light of, you know, in terms of if you're selling it, you know, you're receiving $1. If you want to buy it, you're putting up 24. So something's going on in these 11 a.m. So with that in regard, let's jump to the noons, all right? Noons are going to have the same exact price points, as in 295 up to 315 and 295 down to 275. And here we go.
Now you're talking a seven ticks.
So here's, you know, and that's where we stress it. You want to get used to these. You can't just jump in on day one. You know, you want to be acclimated to what's normal, so that you can see that when a red flag should pop up in the market. So this is even better. We'll have till noon. We're trading basically at 295. There's our bullish spread. There's our bearish spread. And so we're looking at about $25, which would be about 2.5 pennies away from 295. So your break even becomes about 297.5 down to.
And we've had 5 penny movement this morning.
Right. And
which is pretty cool.
You only need 2.5 pennies, right, to break even.
Right.
Excuse me. And that's in either direction too. You know, we always stress, if you're just bullish or bearish, I mean, this trade, you cut it in half, basically. You want to be bullish or bearish from either side, you're only putting up less than a penny and a half, which is nice.
Right.
Because really, we've seen you get the pop in your direction. So, yeah, it's 10.24 right now. We're trading literally at 295. There's your bullish spread. There's your bearish. So we're looking at about $25, 2.5 pennies.
Sweet.
We'll see where those numbers come out at 10:30 and see how that market reacts.
You gotta love it, man.
Gotta love it.
Here, let's pull up. Can I just pull up the...
Yep, let me pull back up that Bloomberg for you. There you go. Go for it.
If I bring this over, let's see where we're at. Look at that. Whoa, baby. Oh, interesting. So, you know, we were here 2 days ago.
And that's that's why I pulled it up. You want to have some relative basis of where we've been, right? And that's why. So I pulled up that this morning we went from 290 to 295. Yes. But I just want to show that back on Tuesday, man, that is quite a move. 298 down to 286 in the span of 5 hours. To basically open our trading. That's Tuesday morning after the long weekend, right? And you know what was going on, man, but they were selling natural gas.
So listen to this, folks. This is what's pretty amazing. That's a $1,200 move in the futures market.
Oh, I bet. I mean, just percentage-wise, right? I mean, you know, one hour you're paying 298. 5 hours later, you're paying 286.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. And that's one of the main reasons, too. You know, if you're going to trade these, you want to trade in the NADEX market because at $1,200...
bullish there, right?
Yeah, defined, you know, risk. Defined risk is totally where it's at.
Definitely. So we'll see. We got about 5 minutes till those numbers come out. It'll be interesting to see how that market reacts.
Welcome back, folks. So EIA U.S. natural gas stockpiles rose 96 BCF.
Yeah, expectation was looking at about 101, so pretty close to in line of the expectations. And jump back to the NADEX platform. What's going on with this market?
Look at that.
A little pop for sure. Little, not too little. We're up 3.2 pennies about. We're trading at 295, trading at 298.1. So we're saying this trade, you only need 2.5 pennies.
2.5.
Yeah.
Right.
And so all the value right now would be in your bullish spread, right? You're above 295. If you were making both legs of this trade, there's the market. And so right now you'd be able to kind of reclaim all of your investment if you wanted to. You could let it ride. If you were somewhat bearish, maybe the news wasn't what you thought it would be. We always talk about the potential. You could close out your bullish spread. You would still remain active in the bearish spread. So if you proceed to trade under 295 by noon, and we know that that's a possibility, that position would remain active.
And it's nice that you get to noon here too.
Right. Yes. You got, we're 1 minute into the 90 minutes left in these spreads.
And what's intriguing, folks, is that we've had the high volatility the last 2 days inside natural gas.
Definitely. So, and we were talking about during the break, maybe that has something to do with that Alberto, right?
Yes.
We're in Florida.
Gulf of Mexico has all the natural gas.
Yeah, and it didn't seem like that was as bad, at least in the Tampa area where we are, as they had forecasted. In terms of over the weekend. Sunday was pretty nice. There was a huge concert in Tampa on Sunday. They actually canceled it, and then it was beautiful. That was a big problem. Monday was beautiful as well. So maybe that price was kind of inflated, and then Tuesday we saw that pullback from 298 down to like 286. So we've had some volatility. We're climbing higher.
And you're getting some price spread in that, baby. Look at that.
That is just quite a jump, especially when not too big of a difference from the expectation.
Only 3.
Yeah, it was
BCF,
100 billion cubic feet, came in at like 96. So
pretty wild.
We'll check back in during the hour for sure.
Gotta love it.
Definitely, man.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go back over to that natural gas, see where we're at with natural gas.
Yeah, so just kind of hanging pretty much, right? We spiked to 298 right on that news at 10:30. We're now at 10:54, about 25 minutes into the trading action, and quite a little tight trading range that it's had up there. But either way, that volatility trade was going to cost us about 2.5 pennies or $25, and we've just kind of been sitting at about break even if you had made that trade for both sides of it. We had talked about if you made one leg of that trade, it was only going to cost you about 1.50 pennies if you were bullish. But yeah, intriguing and not too surprising of a number, so pretty much in line with what you expect, as in nothing crazy. But yeah, and if you had made that 12 o'clock, you'd still have an hour there. So maybe if you're a momentum trader, you say, if it didn't make the run now, maybe it's going to pull back a bit. You could close out your bullish trade, cover your investment, and look forward to trade below 295, and you'd have value anywhere there. There's a lot of ways to trade it, right?
I like that because time-wise, just the news is out. It's like, okay.
And especially when you look back to Tuesday, man, I mean, check out if you could ever get some similar action to the downside. I mean, we're kind of bumping up against this level here, so you could be biased to the negative side if you don't get a thrust, which we really haven't.
Totally.